Are closely watching the trees in Maryland as Hurricane Florence heads for the East Coast. With the soaked ground, they can become quickly a hazard. WMAR 2 News' Eddie Kadam live in Towson tonight. You talk with an arborist about how Florence could really cause some problems in our area.
Yeah, that's right, Kelly. It's not just the saturated ground. The arborist told me that the leaves on a tree, they're kind of like little sails, and it doesn't take much wind to blow over a tree when you have a lot of leaves building up on a tree, and combined with that saturated ground, it can cause for a lot of problems if that wind does come with Florence.
They're some of Maryland's oldest residents. A lot of these trees have seen and been through a lot. The unusually wet year has many on their last limb.
Especially the hardwooded trees like the oaks, the hickories, the gum trees, they tend to uproot in weather like this. The softer tissue trees like the maples and the tulip poplars, they're more inclined to snap off in the strong or, moderate wind.
Arborist John Pinnock and his company, Community Tree Experts, they've been growing in Maryland for 40 years. No matter what Hurricane Florence brings to our area, the buildup to the storm puts most trees at a disadvantage.
Don't have to have the high 60 to 70 mile per hour wind conditions to have a tree uproot, because again the ground is so soft. So you get 30 to 40 hour winds, then you're in a position where even a large oak tree could come tumbling down.
In an instant, a power line can go down, a roof can be ruined, or a life can be lost.
It happens very fast. It's a good point, because it's not like you hear it happening. It's just a big crash, and before you know it, the whole tree's down, or a large leader is on the roof or on a structure.
If you have a tree close to your house that is heavy up top or saturated down below, there are some things you can do. Thinning a tree out greatly reduces the risk of it toppling over.
If you're able to look through a tree or stand at the base of the tree and see the sky clearly, then that's a good sign. If you cannot see clearly through the tree, then you have a problem, because the wind needs a path through which to pass through that tree.
As Mike said, some good news coming for people in Maryland at least, but still, if you can't get out there and trim up some of your trees, you can just avoid any areas that are at a high risk for a branch or a tree falling down onto the home, keep you and your family safe. And in the future, if you're looking at a tree that seems like it might go down soon, you can reach out to most arborists and they'll come over and make recommendations for you free of charge. Live in Towson, Eddie Kadam, WMAR 2 News.